Elizabeth Hurley looked effortlessly stylish as she and look-alike son Damien enjoyed a spot of early morning sightseeing amid their lavish Egyptian getaway on Sunday. Taking to Instagram, the actress, 59, posed playfully in front of the Giza pyramids and flashed a glimpse of her incredibly toned abs as she threw her arms in the air. Elizabeth wore a gray sweater and jeans for the outing, which she teamed with a brown coat and stylish shades. The stunner also wrapped a scarf around her neck to beat the cold as they arrived in darkness to watch the sun rise over the desert. Meanwhile, Damien donned a warm plaid coat and scarf and matched his mother with a pair of similar sunglasses. Elizabeth captioned the snaps, "Hello Egypt." Now an established star in her own right, Liz is helping Damien, her only child from a former relationship with American businessman Steve Bing, forge his own path as a budding film director. Debut feature Strictly Confidential, both written and directed by the 22-year-old, was released to lukewarm reviews in 2023. Much of the criticism revolved around Elizabeth herself, whose starring role in the film includes a raunchy lesbian sex scene with a woman 30 years her junior, filmed by her son. "It's quite interesting because I'm a single mother and he's a single child, so we, by default, spend a huge amount of time together," she explained. "When he was really young, he became fascinated with my business. He started doing stills and making mini-movie when he was 9 or 10. I gave him a camcorder and he made me star in all his films. I was always playing the evil queen. My mum was in them, Hugh was in them, my ex-husband, everybody had to be in his movies as he progressed through baby movies into more grown-up features. He's actually been directing me for 10 years anyway, so nothing really changed. I was just used to it." Last week, the bedazzled star put on a leggy display in a burgundy PVC blazer dress as she shared a behind-the-scenes clip from her latest photo shoot. She looked incredible in the eye-catching number, which she paired with black opaque tights and towering green stilettos. Styling her long tresses in loose wet waves, the stunner wore a glamorous palette of makeup, including dark smoky eyeshadow, and accessorized with small gold earrings. Elizabeth appeared in good spirits as she sat on a wooden box as she modeled the number in the sizzling clip. She posed up a storm as she held onto her bold heels before clutching onto the dress in another snap. She penned, "Christmas kisses to you all." It comes after Elizabeth revealed she no longer speaks to ex-Hugh Grant after being coupled to fame in that Versace dress at the premiere of his 1994 movie 4 Weddings and a Funeral. The actress and model became a household name overnight thanks to her extravagant couture gown, manufactured from a mix of black silk and lycra, held together with oversized safety pins and borrowed from the Versace flagship store on Old Bond Street. Likewise, Hugh also enjoyed a significant change in fortune, both personal and professional, thanks to his role as the perennially single Charles in director Richard Curtis' romantic comedy. And Elizabeth credits their relationship for helping her navigate a pivotal time in her life, but admits they no longer see each other. Despite remaining firm friends following their amicable separation in 2000. Appearing at the Bazaar at Work Summit in London earlier this month, she said, "I was with my ex, Hugh Grant, so it happened to both of us at the same time. Like me, he'd also worked a lot and thought he was doing pretty well, until 4 Weddings and a Funeral came out and suddenly it was completely different. He was a phenomenon. The film was a massive success and everything changed. But there was 2 of us and I think that massively helped. When you're suddenly thrust into the spotlight, your lives aren't set up for it." She added, "You don't have any protection." It was alarming. The press was much ruder back in the 90s and 2000s than it is now. "I truly believe that people aren't allowed to be as rude as they were then. I think it gives you a bond when you sort of go to the trenches with someone. I mean, he's married with 5 children. I hardly ever see him, but he's still very close to my heart."